For some people, a messy room isn't just annoying. It feels like something is wrong. Have you ever walked into someone's room and everything was perfect? Not just clean, too clean. Books lined up by height, clothes folded with military precision. Not a single thing out of place. Or maybe that person is you. You feel a quiet tension the moment something is even slightly messy. A crooked picture frame, a cup left on the table, an unmade bed. It bothers you more than it seems like it should. Most people assume this is simply being tidy, disciplined, or organized. But psychologists know that for some people, it's often something much deeper. In this video, we're going to explore the psychology behind people who need everything under control, why they feel the need to keep their environment organized, what their nervous system may actually be trying to do, and the emotional cost that almost no one talks about. People who keep their spaces extremely ordered are easy to recognize. They notice the smallest details. They feel restless when things become chaotic. They often clean or organize even when they're exhausted. From the outside, it can look like high standards. From the inside, it often feels like relief. When everything is in its place, their mind becomes quieter. When something is out of place, a subtle tension begins to build. This isn't about looking down on people who are messier. It's about understanding how one person's brain may have learned to create a sense of safety. And it's important to remember that not everyone who enjoys a clean, organized space is responding to anxiety or past experiences. For many people, order is simply a preference, a habit, or part of their personality. But for others, the need for control carries a deeper emotional meaning. Your nervous system is constantly scanning your environment, asking one simple question: am I safe? For some people, external order becomes one of the strongest signals that the answer is yes. When the outside world feels predictable and controlled, the inside world becomes easier to manage. Psychologists sometimes describe this as a form of external regulation. When emotions feel overwhelming, uncertain, or difficult to control, organizing the physical environment can become a way of regulating those feelings. To someone else, a cluttered desk may simply look untidy. But to someone whose nervous system has learned to associate order with safety, that same clutter can feel like chaos slowly creeping back in. The perfectly made bed, the organized desk, the spotless kitchen. These aren't always just habits. Sometimes they're tools the nervous system uses to stay calm. For some people, this pattern begins early in life. For others, it develops through personality, repeated experiences, or environments where being in control became especially important. Imagine a child growing up in a home where emotions changed without warning. One day feels peaceful. The next day is filled with tension. Arguments appear unexpectedly. Rules constantly change. The child cannot control the adults. They cannot control the uncertainty. But they can control one thing: their desk, their bookshelf, their toys, their room. Slowly, their brain begins making a powerful connection. Order feels safe. Disorder feels dangerous. Over time, that connection becomes automatic. Even years later, long after the original environment has changed, the nervous system may still respond as if keeping everything organized is helping prevent something bad from happening. What began as an intelligent survival strategy can quietly become a lifelong habit running in the background. There is often a quiet price that comes with needing everything under control. Relaxation becomes difficult. Rest can feel undeserved until everything has been cleaned. Spontaneity feels uncomfortable. Other people's mess can create real tension in relationships. From the outside, these people often appear calm, disciplined, and capable. Inside, they may be working constantly to keep anxiety from rising. The very strategy that once created safety can eventually begin to feel like a prison. Not because order is bad, but because peace becomes dependent on maintaining it.
The goal isn't to suddenly become messy. The goal is to understand what the need for control is trying to protect. Once you understand that, you can slowly expand the range of what your nervous system considers safe. That might mean leaving one small object out of place, on purpose, watching the anxiety rise.
Then noticing that it eventually falls on its own. It might mean creating one small area of your home that's allowed to remain imperfect, or practicing rest without first feeling like you have to earn it through cleaning. These small experiences gently teach the nervous system something new. That safety doesn't disappear simply because everything isn't perfect. Over time, your brain can begin to separate order from survival. You're not too much. Your mind may have developed a remarkably intelligent way of creating safety in a world that once felt unpredictable. Understanding the psychology behind that response is the first step towards something even more valuable than perfect order: freedom. Not less organization, not lower standards, just less fear. The next time you feel that familiar urge to straighten something that's already straight, to clean something that's already clean, pause for just a moment and ask yourself one gentle question. Is this really about the object, or is this about feeling safe? Sometimes that single question can begin changing a pattern that has quietly followed you for years. If this video helped you understand yourself or someone you love, I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday behaviors, consider subscribing. Until next time, take care of yourself.